Let's be real, CPAP can be expensive. But the truth is, a lot of people spend more money than they need to. With a few smart choices, you can not only save hundreds of dollars, but you can actually make your CPAP therapy easier and more effective. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to save money on CPAP without cutting corners on your health. The last one in particular, I see people do all the time, and it really hurts your wallet. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Breus, the sleep doctor. Let's get started. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when starting CPAP is buying features that they just don't need. And trust me, I get it. You're new to CPAP. You don't know what to look for, and you just want to do it right. But this is where a lot of people overspend, sometimes by hundreds of dollars. Here's the truth. You don't need a top-of-the-line machine unless your doctor says you do. Also, resist the temptation to buy bundles that include products that you might not need yet. When you're starting out, you only need the basics: your machine, mask, tubing, and filters. That's it. Now, if you live in a dry environment, you might want a heated tube. But if you live somewhere humid, a regular non-heated tube is perfectly fine and a bit cheaper. And if someone tries to sell you CPAP hooks or fancy organizers, just know a few 3M wall hooks work just as well. The bottom line, do your research, start small. Buy what you actually need right now. You can always add on later once you know what truly helps you. Masks are another major source of wasted money. Why? Because it's rare for the first mask you buy to be the right one for you. That is because everyone's facial structure is a little bit different. Your chin, your cheeks, your nostril size, even whether you breathe through your mouth or your nose, all of that affects which mask will feel comfortable. So what happens is people try mask after mask trying to get the right fit. But instead of guessing, start smart. Buy a mask with a fit pack. These come with multiple cushion sizes so you can experiment with what works best for you. Also, pick a mask that matches your sleep position and breathing style. If you're a side sleeper, look for a low-profile mask that will not dig into your face. If you're a mouth breather, consider a full face mask. And if you are claustrophobic, choose a minimalist or nasal pillow design. Now, to be clear, I'm not telling you to stick with the first mask you buy. This trial and error period is very important. After all, your mask is the main way your body interacts with the machine. So if it doesn't fit right, you're not going to use your CPAP consistently, and that's a real waste of money. Now let's talk about the most expensive part of CPAP, the machine itself. These things cost a lot of money, so you want it to last as long as possible. But guess what? If you don't take care of your machine, it breaks down a lot faster than it needs to, and then you end up having to buy a new machine, and that's going to cost you quite a bit. And in my experience, it's the small things that cause a machine to break down too soon. For example, when the filters get clogged, the motor has to work harder, which leads to overheating and early burnout. Easy fix here though, just replace your filters regularly. Changing disposable filters every other week or at least once a month makes sense. Foam filters should be replaced every 3 to 6 months or sooner if they look worn out. If you have washable foam filters, wash weekly and have backup for when one is drying. Another thing that wears down your machine, mask cushions, hoses, and humidifier chambers can develop micro leaks over time. That forces the machine to work harder, which again shortens its life. Replacing those parts on schedule might feel like spending more upfront, but trust me, it translates to big savings in the long run. Now, I know some people online say you don't really need to replace parts that often if you keep them clean. And that's true to an extent. If you keep your equipment spotless and inspect it regularly, you can stretch the lifespan of those parts a bit longer. But once you notice cracks, leaks, or yellowing, it's definitely time to replace them. Let's also talk about water. If you're not using distilled water, start now. Tap water, especially if it's what's called hard water, leaves mineral deposits that corrode your humidifier as well as the sensors in it. And that can ruin the heating element and cause leaks. Buy a big jug of distilled or nursery water and keep it by your machine. Empty and dry your water chamber every morning to prevent mold and refill with fresh distilled water before bed. Finally, placement matters. Don't keep your CPAP on the floor, under your bed, or pressed up against a wall. These positions restrict airflow and pull in dust. Put it on a clean, flat surface and use a surge protector if you live in an older house. handle it gently, don't ever carry it by the hose, and if you travel, get a protective case. And one more tip, run your machine every single night. The motor actually lasts longer with constant use than when it sits idle. Speaking of maintenance, let's talk about cleaning. Dust, skin oils, and moisture build up inside your mask, tubing, and humidifier chamber regularly. If you don't clean them, you're going to end up with mold, bacteria, and clogs, and that can lead to illness and shorten the life of your equipment. Here's the good news, you don't need expensive CPAP sanitizers or special soaps. Unless you have an autoimmune disorder or you're constantly sick, unscented Dawn dish soap works just fine. Here's what I recommend. Once a week, soak your mask, tubing, and humidifier parts in warm, soapy water for about 10 minutes. Rinse them thoroughly and then hang them so that they can air dry. It should take you less than 5 minutes of active time. Keep them out of the reach of pets as well as kids. Trust me, I've seen more than one chewed up CPAP mask in my lifetime. And remember to empty and clean your humidifier chamber daily if possible. This will keep everything fresher and running smoother. Finally, one thing I get asked about all the time, can I save money by buying a used CPAP machine? My answer, do not do it. I know it's tempting. Used or refurbished machines can cost half as much as new ones, but I've seen too many people regret it. Here's why. Used machines usually come without a warranty, so if it breaks, you are on your own. They also don't qualify for manufacturer recalls, which can be a real safety issue. Worst of all, you don't know how that machine was used or cared for. The warm, humid environment inside a CPAP is a perfect breeding ground for mold, bacteria, and allergens. If the previous owner didn't clean it properly, you could literally be breathing that in every single night. I have even had patients buy refurbished machines that smell like cigarette smoke, which is a nightmare if you have asthma or COPD. A CPAP might look new, but internally the motor or sensors might already be worn down. And when it fails 6 months later, you're out the money and you have to buy another one anyway. The only exception, I think, is if one belonged to your spouse and you know exactly how it was used and cleaned. Otherwise, skip the used machines. They are a false bargain that usually costs you more in the long run. If you take anything away from this video, it's this. You do not have to spend big to succeed on CPAP. Focus on buying the right equipment for you, take care of it, and keep it clean. That's how you save money and sleep better. If you found this video helpful, again, please give it a like and subscribe. It helps me make more content just like this. And if you want to dive deeper into CPAP tips, product reviews, or equipment guides, you can swing on over to my website, sleepdoctor.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm Dr. Michael Breus, the Sleep Doctor. Thanks for watching, and sweet dreams.